capybaras, so yeah. But this was what the most popular facet was going to be when the facets first came out for the DK. That Tinker support coming through, which, again, I'm disgusted by Seneko. He's getting everything he deserves here. The vacuum back into the blood grenade now as well. The laser doesn't matter. The iron shell more than enough damage to get the kill. Like, Ghoul Frenzy is nice, but you need that gap closer. Oh, Stoikov gets a kill onto Moby with the help of Pablo. So... Oh, Moby. Was that a dead shot this time? I think it might have been a dead shot with the Colin coming through as well. Let's take a look. Who else died? Okay, Tidehunter is going to go down here. Moby is low on health. Desire still affected by the Fatal Bonds. Desire, it's going to be coming up to the Shrine time now as well. Level 4, the instant bash. If you can get the charge out into another bash, in fact, the neutrals, do they get involved here? Desire's going to try and proc them, but Pablo, he waits it out. He knew the Desire was going to try and hit those neutrals, get that kill off onto himself. You know, the self-deny. Meanwhile, top lane, Smile Knight tried to invade out, but the wall did come through here. Level 6, at least. Seneko, just going to pop the March of the Machines. Nefra is close here. Do they want to try and go? Seneko, can he get himself away from this one if they need? There's going to be the wall comes out. Was that vacuum back now as well? Do they want to try and go? That shield, it disappears almost immediately here. Seneko, can he get himself away? Blood grenade into the charge. Do they have enough damage to get the kill? Underneath the tier 2, they do. Pablo will get it. Mobe rotates in here, but Dragon Tail's already been used to get the silence off with the piggy pole. Pablo, Nefrit's going to get the TP. Nothing to stop it here. Pablo even gets a courier. Does he get the deny? Ow, he throws his ultimate! Does he just back himself up? I don't know why he was walking away from the neutrals. Smiling Knight does get the kill. He needed to walk over here, not over here. Didn't Mari not play in an event as well? To try and, you know, be ready for it. Blink comes in. Are they going to have to get a kill out into the darks here? Colin comes out now as well. I mean, he'd already used the surge. It's on cooldown now. If he can be unsilenced, which I suppose he can when he's dead. Couldn't get that surge back off, and just got... He's going to show, though, to the creep wave. Oh, Dragon Tail comes in. Yeah, easy kill for AVULUS. Just easy pick up there. They're even going to be able to get the tier 1 tower from this one now as well. And again, Z10 being a little bit hesitant on the group up to get themselves into the Roche pit. Idea of where he is. Not sure what else is behind him now. Retsu gets spotted out. Smart Knight could be able to get on top of him. Retsu with the rage coming through here, but the blink forward. Retsu, chaotic offering. So does he want to carry on chasing? Infest out into LeBron. LeBron, he's already thrown out his big ace in the hole here. Ravage comes through, but the TP's coming out now. They're going to be able to get themselves on top. Smile Knight gets a kill onto LeBron, and the Lifestealer still trying to get himself out. But again, there's going to be a really nice shrapnel over the top of this entire fight. What can they get from this one? Smile Knight going to pop that BKB. Seneko going to get really darn low from this one. Retsu trying to run himself away. Charge back in. Onto the Tinker. The Tinker is going to die here. So it's going to be a 1-for-1 in terms of support, but Stoikov, he gets taken down by Smile Knight. Can they go for any more here? They're going to be trying to bounce around on Desire on the back line. Desire, does he go down? He does. Nefrit with the surge away here. Charge coming through from the Spirit Breaker out onto the DK. It looks like Retsu going to turn around onto this one. You have the 3-man vacuum coming out now as well. Smile Knight gets a kill to Nefrit before. After the vacuum comes out, Pablo will go down too. Fatal Bonds, Smile Knight. To still have that Aegis though. And Z10 got punished for it. In fact, LeBron, they might not be done just yet. LeBron's going to get really down low. One more right click coming through from Smile Knight. Is it going to be off? Yeah, LeBron walks himself back in. Aegis will pop. Shrapnel coming through. Rest of his team are away here. Smile Knight, he's already used his BKB. Anything to interrupt, they do. They have the Assassinate. No TP away here for Smile Knight, and Stoikov will get the kill. Tip comes out. I don't know between these players. LeBron, Retsu, being backstabbed here now as well. The Ursa comes in. Dragon Knight's going to be here as well. The Rage is out for Retsu. Do they want to try and go? Vacuum back in. Might be able to get the kill onto Desire. Desire is going to go down. Stoikov, the Ravage come through as well. Where's that Assassinate? Does it connect onto Mobe? There is going to be the heals now. Chase down onto Mobe. Mobe can get himself away from this one. Seneko is going to get involved. Nefrit will go down. But Stoikov gets a kill onto Seneko now as well. Smile Knight, can he get himself away from this one? It's going to be the BKB TP out. Nothing this time to interrupt. So he will be able to get himself out alive. Traded BKB for the lifesteal are going to be queued up next. What do they want to try and do though? Because it looks like Smile Knight, he wants this tier 2 tower. Shrapnel coming through. They make quick work of this creep wave as well, but there's going to be the jumping backlines. Dragon Knight with the Dragon Tail charge comes in. Ravage out now as well, but the sniper's still not dead. Going to be able to get himself to the high ground as well. The Infest comes up, but Moe's going to be able to force staff himself up there as well. What can he do from this? It looks like the sniper going to be able to get himself right high ground, but the Dragon Tail comes out. Meanwhile, on the back of this fight, what are they going to try and do? Smile Knight takes down Nefrit. Pablo charge in through the BKB out onto Smile Knight. Back on the cliffs, what have they got? They've got Mobe low, Mobe will go down. Nothing's going to be able to touch Stoikov now as well. The Gush comes through. Smile Knight going to try and get there as close as possible, but again, the grenade, the Hurricane Pike coming out here, so Smile Knight not going to be able to get himself right up there, and the forced staff comes out from the sniper. Oh, was that the grenade? No, there's a grenade here. So the grenade blink away, quick fingers here for Smile Knight, but the nullify now. Smile Knight can get himself away. Open wounds, Assassinate comes through as well. TP scroll is there, the Enrage can be wearing off, but no BKB, so charge from Pablo, it will connect, spin up onto Seneko. Seneko, is he going to be the next target coming through? The Rage out for Retsu, no. Retsu, he wants to carry on going to Smile Knight. Smile Knight can he get himself away from this one? The open wounds comes out again. Rage out for Retsu. Retsu though, he turns around onto Jibe, dead in the water. Stoikov does take down Seneko on the back lines here. Jibe, is he going to get himself up? Is this a sacrificial play to keep Smile Knight alive? Smile Knight gets a jump back in, and the Enrage coming right back up. The Rage coming back up as well, so both of these angry beasts just gonna be right clicking on each other. Retsu though, again, nullify. Smile Knight gonna try and run himself away. Rodovatos, they get the catch out onto the Lifestealer. Lifestealer does have that Enrage. 1 second away. Retsu will get the kill. If not him, then Stoikov. It feels like the Assassinate coming through as well. They might just lose Jibe. He's in that Shadow Blade though. Do they have any reveal? Dragon form comes out. Smile Knight smoke breaks. He's going to be jump up onto the high ground. Ravage comes out now as well. Do they have the control? The sniper is going to live just a little bit longer, but still, they get that kill. They take down Retsu too. Going to be Z10's turn to be on the hurt, it looks like. And can they get themselves out of this wall? Slowed down just a little bit. The Fatal Bond's coming through as well, but Smile Knight, he is on the hunt. They're going to be able to see LeBron. Once again, the Dragon Tail. 3 heroes dead on the side of Z10. Mid lane. Little bit of pressure out onto the racks. Going to lose a little bit more health thanks to these. It does show on the creep wave, but he's going to pull himself back to the high ground. Makes it a lot harder to get on top of Mobe here. Oh no, Smile Knight, he's jumped himself into this. What they're going to try and do? Seneco's going to be able to get himself in the TP in now as well. Dragon Tail comes out. They get the stun out onto the Lifestealer. Lifestealer though, he's going to be able to do a decent amount of Ravage. It only really connects out onto the Spirit Breaker. Retsu has his own BKB going. It's going to be the vacuum down to the low ground here, but Retsu's going to be caught up on the high ground. Chaotic offering come through. Smile Knight dragged down to the low. Nefrit going to be able to get himself back towards behind that tier 3 tower. What's he going to be able to do onto the Warlock? Warlock not going to be able to get the upheaval off anymore. Deadshot saw to that. Nullifier on Smile Knight. Smile Knight, once again, he still has that Aegis, 1 minute and 47 seconds. Before that's taken away, what they're going to try and do, the Assassinate shouldn't be enough, not going to be enough. It's ridiculous. At least when it... Oh, charge comes in. There's going to be Infest now as well. Can they give the kill? There's going to be the dead shot coming through, so it takes him away from Smile Knight. Smile Knight, and again, the TP coming in from the Tinker, and it looks like, do they get the kill out onto Smile Knight? Nope, because the protection comes through. Ravage is going to be here, but again, Retsu had that protection from the... I think it was the Rage up, not his BKB. Yes, BKB still on cooldown here. Chasing back to the base. Shibe's going to go deep onto this one now as well. They want to get on top of Stoikov. Stoikov getting himself back to the fountain now as well. The Nullifier comes through. Smile Knight, though, the stuns. They break the Aegis. Deadshot here onto the sniper, but he's inside the fountain. The shrapnel's going to slow him down now as well. He gets punched into it. A way too far dive for Smile Knight. You know how annoyed it is when you have this... like, it's why I only have the map on the default. Whenever I'm doing my own production, and they're like, oh yeah, you need to, you know, get in, make sure you do the stream, and make sure the bitrate's right, and all the other maps fuck with the bitrate, right? So... remembering to take that off on the very first time. Dive comes in, they're going to be able to get the Ravage off the Darkseer with no contest. He's just going to go straight down. Stoikov there as well. They thought they were safe. They do have buybacks. Dragon Knight's going to be pushing in this mid lane. Roshan banner is down here. What can they do with this onto the tier 3 tower? Buyback comes out from Nefrit. Retsu moves himself forward, but he does have that enrage going. The BKB comes out from Nefrit now as well. Going to be a good vacuum. Catch it out on 3-4 heroes. What can they do with this one now as well? The wall is down. Retsu is on the chase to Desire. 4 staff out. Charge on the backlines onto Mobe. Retsu, though, Do they have enough to go through Smile Knight twice? He's got himself the buyback onto the Stoikov as well. Sniper wants to get into this fight. Smile Knight's going to get really down low. They get the lockdown out onto Pablo. Pablo, though, look at this Retsu just ripping through the Dragon Knight. They do catch him out on the Ravage, though. Where's his BKB? Where's that Rage? It's going to be another 6 seconds away, 5 seconds away. So Retsu just has to back himself up. But again, the burn. They do take down the Aegis. Mobe going to be a really good vacuum once again. 2-3 heroes getting caught out onto that one. They take down Desire. They take down Mobe now as well. Smile Knight, what's he going to be able to do? Retsu's going to get really down low. Do they have an infest onto him? He needs to get to Stoikov. He's so damn slow. He gets that infest out now as well. Smile Knight gets right back into that one. Takes down Retsu. Pablo and Nefrit die back onto the Darkseer. But what can they do here? Pablo trying to do what he can with the control. Jibe, not a lot of mana left. Deadshot comes through out onto Stoikov. Jibe wants to chase here. Gotta be careful though, because Retsu is waiting. The right click to the break. They get the kill out. Buyback by the Tidehunter. TPing himself to the outpost. What's he got in terms of they discover a game-breaking bug that only Tinker causes, and there's no way to fix it. He just has to be removed from the game. LeBron gonna try and do what he can. I mean, LeBron's gonna be taken down. Does he get the chaotic offer? No, it does not. He gets the one from death, though. Instant buyback from LeBron. It looks like they want to try and fight this one. Jibe, his BKB gonna be running off. He's gonna be the dive on the backlines now as well. Pablo and Retsu, they get themselves on top of the Dragon Knight. Ravage comes through. This could be the refreshing now for the Dragon Knight. Double BKB. Chaotic Offering will come down, but that BKB was up. What can he do? Backlines. Ursa Burr is going to be spun up into the air now. He still has that Aegis. 2.5 minutes. Retsu going to be stunned up there as well by the Abyssal Blade. Do they have the control to get the kill out onto no Retsu? He's still going to live even in that piggy form. The Ursa Burr not going to be able to eat him up. They do take down Pablo though. Pablo has a buyback of his own. Retsu wants to try and get involved. There's going to be the vacuum. Bounced around like a pinball, these two heroes here. Double Chaotic Offering comes out. Ravage will be used against. Stoikov going to be got right on top of here. Do they get the damage out to get the kill onto the Sniper? Sniper might have buyback here as well, but it looks like this is going to be Butch and Sundance time for the side of Z10. What else can they do here? Ursa going to be spun up. The new Nullifier comes out once again. Smile Knight going to be run down. Retsu gets that bash off onto Smile Knight, but there's going to be that Lincoln Sphere right on top of him here. Stops that Abyssal Blade. Bash comes right back in. They're going to try and turn and fight. Pablo with the buyback again. Charge out onto Desire. Upheaval onto Desire. Zibe as well. Can they run themselves away from this one? They get the dieback out onto... No! The lifesteal is gone as well. This is big. Stoikov, I don't think he can man mode this fight. Vacuum comes in. Nefri going to try and do what he can, but they take down the Sniper. 3 heroes make it 4. And the GG going to be called just over an hour here for game number 1. And AVULUS will be able to lock it in. Kind of... We see, apart from in very specific... Jibe, the Malefic's out now with the Crippling Fear. Can they get the kill out onto LeBron here? LeBron, he was fairly far forward. They do. Jibe actually picks it up, and Retsu going to take some damage from this one as well. He didn't actually go for the Metamorphosis at level 2. Went for the Conjure Image. LeBron coming a lot further forward here. Jibe, there's going to be the TP coming in though from the Tiny to get the kill out to Jibe. Can they go for any more? The Ice Path is going to block off Mobe, but Mobe might carry on coming forwards anyway to Retsu, and there's going to be the Crippling Fear coming out now too. Desire, Jibe will get the kill. The Eidolons take him down. Not the highest health pool here for the side of the Terrorblade. He's trying to do what he can to heal himself up with the Tango now as well. But Mobe, if he finds him, was that Avatos? Avalanche comes out. Toss there as well, potentially. The toss comes back right into Seneco's waiting arms. Blood Grenade out onto the Terrorblade. Terrorblade, can he get himself away from this one? It doesn't look likely. The Avalanche 10 seconds away. The toss 4 seconds away. Tree toss now as well. Mobe, he just needs to stick to this Terrorblade. Get that toss up, and he will. He will go down. Mobe gets the credit for the kill. Just needed to make sure they had the vision out onto him. And the Pango not even going to get a free lane here. Desire, he is only level 5 to the level 7 of Stoikov. But it's all about getting that solo XP for Desire here. The Rolling Thunder comes through. LeBron at least gets the kill out onto Jibe. Pablo rotating into the mid lane now as well. Stoikov to deconnect. He does. Nighttime's a ways away just yet. Desire, though. Is he going to go down? He does. Stoikov picks it up with the Swashbuckle. Lived for a decent amount of time, though. They didn't need the rotation from Pablo to be able to get that, which might leave the Beastmaster in the lurch a little bit. But Smiling, you probably go BKB, Revenant's Brooch, or Daedalus. You get the damage out, you get yourself that protection. Okay, what can he do here? Mobe's going to try and walk himself in. The roll comes out with the Rolling Thunder now as well. Hand of God getting the heal out onto Mobe. He's still going to take this Rolling Thunder damage. Retsu, though, backline Smiling does see him. What's he going to be able to do here? Mobe, Avalanche, does he want to try and fight into this one now as well? Trying to run himself away. Looks like the Dry Ranger wants to try and move around onto this one. Has that strafing shot. What's it actually called? Sidestep. Mobe with the toss. They get the kill out onto Retsu now as well. Seneko as well as Desire. What can they do onto this one? They do have the crippling fear out. Seneko trying to run himself away. The arrows coming through from Smiling Knight once again does get hit by the ice path. Shibei, he's got that black hole. Is he going to be able to get it off Nefrit? Won't quite go down here. Desire though, if he gets in range of the void, might be able to see Nefrit. Has to watch out for that tier 1 tower, so Nefrit. Desire, the dark here though, or is he going deeper? Again, the Night Stalker. Shibei is close. No Blink Dagger, just drums for him. Trying to avoid these Terrorblade illusions here. What can he do? How far away is that the Tiny? They know where he is. Avalanche into the Dark Ascension, into that Crippling Fear, and they're going to be able to get another kill from this one. In fact, not even the Dark Ascension. Rolling Thunder comes in, actually traps out into that Black Hole though. The Ice Path and with the Macropire, and the Black Hole is stolen. They get the kill onto Desire. Shibei will fall. Toss up though. Tiny trying to get himself away from this one. Pops that Haste Rune. 2 for 1. Damage with the toss have a combo. Yeah, he does. Actually, what facet did he go for? He went for the crash landing there as well. So yeah, he's going to be able to get what's extra damage on the targets that it lands on, right? Yeah. Stoikov here, Rolling Thunder, sees Smile Knight, what's he going to be able to do onto this one? He gets him caught in the Lotus Pool. Oh, that's not great. Good to be able to get over it with the crash landing there, but it looks like, oh, on the other side, LeBron is going to go down. What's he going to be able to do here, though? Stoikov is going to be taking a lot of damage. Smile Knight trying to move himself away. They get the kill onto Stoikov. Can he go for a little bit more here? Mobe's going to get low, though. Mobe, can he move himself away from this one? There's going to be a lot, but not enough damage, and Retsu now has to go on the retreat. He's popped that Metamorphosis. No BKB, though. Desire going to chase out Nefrit with the Dark Ascension. No changes targets here onto Pablo. Gets the Void off. Stops that TP with the mini stun. And it looks like they might be able to go for both here, though. You can see splitting the damage, getting both kills. Only Retsu lives, and Retsu, he stops to farm. Gotta be real careful. I don't think we have any vision, though, to see this. They don't. And you look at the Terrorblade has caught up. In fact, the Terrorblade gonna be at the top of the farm here for the side of 0-10. Pablo. 4 stuff up for him. Avalanche comes in now. Can they get the kill? There's going to be the Dark Ascension into the Crippling Fear. Telekinesis, he can't get far enough away here to save the life of this Pangolier. The Crippling Fear, it does wear off. Seneko, though, still gets the kill out onto Stoikov. And now about halfway towards that Blink Dagger now as well. Mobe, though, cleaning up the creep wave here. Nefrit comes in with a roar. What damage can they do onto this one here? Nefrit, the Hand of God comes out. Mobe, can he move himself away from this one? Fade Bolt out from Pablo. Toss in now as well. Do they get the kill? They do. They do take down the Tiny. Stalker is up here. Pops that Crippling Fear. Just looking to clean up the creep wave, but there's going to be 3-4 heroes around here, and Desire going to be caught out. Ice Path comes in. Did he get the kill out? They absolutely do. No way Desire can move himself back safe. In case he gets into danger, but it looks like 0-10 going to try and trade it off for this top lane. Tier 1 tower, it gets low. Are they going to try and defend this one? They are. Tier 1 tower goes down. Retsu, though, they get the real one out now as well. Can he get himself away from this one? Telekinesis comes out onto the Dry Ranger. Dry Ranger has that BKB if desperately needed now. And the Crippling Fear, no Sunder. And that's going to be the death of Retsu. Smile Knight taking a lot of damage here. Well, for Mobe just to get that health back. Where can he go? Well, the Beastmaster, has he shown on map? No, Mobe will. Show on the creep wave. The roar comes in, but the Dry Range is going to be behind here. Nefrit. This is going to be rough. The BKBs come through. Do they have the physical damage? He's not going to be able to TP himself out of this one. Can't get the kill onto Mobe. No. Split shot comes through from Smart. I just going to keep the pressure out on this creep wave. Pushing into the tier 3 tower. The tier 3 tower taking a little bit of damage. Blink comes in. Now they're going to be able to get themselves on top. And they get the kill. Pablo gets caught out. Big Blink in. And this will open up the tier 3 tower. Again, no fortification for the side of Z10. So AVULUS, do they want to carry on coming forwards onto this one? They want at least the range racks here. Ice Path going to be cut short. Macropire does get dropped though. They take down that range rack. Rolling Thunder comes in now as well. There's going to be the roar out onto Mobe. Mobe, it's a big amount of damage to 4-staff. Does it keep him alive here? Pops his own BKB. Hand of God comes out now as well. Mobe trying to run himself away. That Rolling Thunder is going to wear off. Shibei gets low. He's not going to be able to get out the black hole. There's going to be the Thunder to keep Stoikov alive. Is it going to be worth it in the end? It's not. Smiling Knight gets that last right click onto it. The blink forward now again by Mobe. BKB, excuse me, the buyback coming through from Shibei. And he still has that black hole. He has a blink dagger now as well. Smile Knight has the shard up. Ice Path will affect him for a little bit. But yeah, the Glacier is out now for Smile Knight. Is that what it's called? It is the Glacier. Jump in, throw back now, Crippling Fear. No BKB for the Beastmaster. No life for the Beastmaster for the next 50 seconds. AVULUS doing so much damage. Trying to do what he can to push this one out. Retsu coming forward. What are they going to try and do, though? Do they have the leap in? The avalanche comes in. It's going to catch both cores out. The Avatos combo now. Look at the damage out onto Stoikov. Desire's going to get low, though. He does go down. Mark Rapier gets dropped. Right-clicks out onto Stoikov. Stoikov, can he get himself away? He can't. No disjoint here. Smile Knight. Again, the BKB this time. It will finally come out. The Black Hole. The catch onto Retsu. Retsu just could not get himself away from this one. The two big cores on the side of 0-10 are down. LeBron going to be the next one to fall. That's a dieback here for the Jakiro. 4 heroes dead. GG will be called. Smile Knight picking them all up. They're going to look into the fountain, but they're not going to find the Beastmaster. 0-10 will be knocked out. AVULUS, they live to fight another day.